Baka, House of Blessings. This is a 10.
And everything we discover, not create. We ain't create shit. You know, we get a stomachache. What we do, run to the doctor.
I crawl in my bed,
You know what I mean?
get in a hot bath and pray to God that it feels better.
Well, what, man? But the Quran say, long life in jeopardy. If God give you extended your life, and He can, the only one can do that. We shouldn't argue about it. Now, my thing's on 91. I guess that's right. That's on my birth certificate. But going over the same thing over and over and over again is frustration. The song I did, The Blood of American, that's not new. It's not a new song. It's not a new song. We've been fighting for years, even before we come into existence, man. But it's never us being bombed.
Always somebody else.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The whole other country.
Different country. We travel 100 miles, 10,000, 30 miles, 40,000 miles, all kind of ways. I mean, to kill people and be justified by lions here, you know, here's why we killed them. But we can't bring these lives back. They could have been scientists, it could have been what we need. But someone believed they play God, they use those machines, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And to convince me that, oh, this is right, this is really government, wars going on, we always had wars. We're not talking about always had.
I'm talking about now.
I'm talking about now. And I believe.
I'm talking about what we had. That's
yeah,
like
I'm in this little man, I'm in this now. Yeah,
It's like repeating the tradition.
I hate to come, how you feel you come and find your baby, throat cut, a butchered, your wife off, shot up, hot bloody up, you walk out. Because that's war. The next person who did that, if he have a family, if it happened to his family, he would feel just as bad.
Yeah.
You know, just as bad. So to cite a whole country mind up, listen, we gotta go to war with just an end, but they might attack us. They lie, they say, look, we got to attack them before they attack us. There ain't no country in the world can attack this country stronger than this country.
Nope. And they wouldn't anyway, because every country is in this country. That's the amazing part about it.
For a reason, because to me, when I see the blood of America, even though I love you, so I love this country. What the hell am I? I ain't never been out of the country my whole life. I've been out different places, but I'm from across season, and there's enough in American for this man here. But I wasn't old and like this, because the hard time for people being in the street ragged with these drawers hanging down, showing these shoes and walking in hard shoes in the winter time. To me, to my bit narrower thinking, I said, I wouldn't do that. If I would have dropped my pants or somebody exposed my flesh in my time, they'd have beat the shit out of me.
That shit is absurd. I ain't gonna lie. I look at it and I seen how I used to dress. Cause I used to have my pants hanging down. But once they started teaching us that in school, that it actually where it come from, that it came from jail, that thugs was trying to show other thugs they ass cracking. At first I was like, nah, that's bullshit. But as you pay attention and as you observe, you really see the ass crack. You really see the imprint of your ass. It's like you really showing off to say, come fuck me. Yo, come slap my ass today. And it's like, I say, yo, all this shit was really meant to demasculate. This is the definition of demasculation, not the, okay, you know, we're gonna make them do this. Nah, the fact that you ease it in. You ease it in the gayness and the low. And I'm like, nah, before you know it, the generation of me and the next generation got what you call DLs, down lows. And I'm like, that shit is disgusting. I don't blame a man for being gay. That's your preference. But you don't have to lie about it. Get up in the cipher, you smoke with me and everything, we chilling. And I hear from somebody, yo, you just suck somebody off. Or I'm hearing, you know, from your mouth, yo, let's go chill, let's go. You know what remind me of time like that?
Yeah.
I was listening to Diddy, and they were saying how, you know, my thing is, it's hard to get caught up in a situation like that. I was raised by you. So I always had my father in my life, but when it came down to it, if a man started talking too gentle, it never sat right with me. 50 was saying he asked him to take him shopping. 50 said, I stood up and I was like, what the fuck you just said? What the fuck you just said? Nigga say, yeah, why you don't get the kid to kick? And I'm listening to how he say it though. Cause he didn't just say it to 50, he said it to Fabulous when he walked on the interview. We don't even kick it, yo. We never kicked it like that. He was like, what you saying? We kicked it a few times. He said, nah, but we never kicked it. That shit fucked my head up. Cause I said, you said you not gay, nigga. What other kick it? If you ain't talking, but if you ain't smoke a blunt with a nigga, you ain't talk, like.
Well, it's been around for time. When they say our freedom will come in my head. They say I think some comedian made a speech one time. He wasn't gonna son be born homosexual, he would kill him or something like that. I see.
Oh,
if
Kevin Hart.
If you had a son was born, you love that boy, what it is. If it was a monkey, you love it.
He was just making a joke.
I know.
He was saying that if my son was if I caught my son playing with a dollhouse or something like that, yeah, I would crack it against his head.
You have to be extremely careful.
What you say?
What you saying?
Yeah.
I just did a song with a song. I'm you.
And you are me.
And that's the way God created to be. You today, me tomorrow. Time got all our numbers. Don't worry about that. So we don't have to be sorry. Even in joking, and somebody asked him, I said that was wrong. You're supposed to be able. So here's the reason I say it. You know what I mean? But if you don't have, you can't enlighten why the reason you say it, then that wouldn't be a good thing to say. That's right or wrong, because by now, seeing at my age, I should be happy and set and have enough peace in the world to be enjoying teaching things. It shouldn't be the schools, new rules being put in the schools. Don't look at the God no more, but pledge your allegiance to a flag. This is wrong.
Nigga said, don't salute God no more. Salute just the flag.
If you got on, to me, if a kid in my class, 3 or 4, and they act like women, and feel like women, I would treat them a little bit different. Because it's not the outside that pushes the inside. Not one who live a full life and get about 40, 50 and say, I want to be different now. I feel this for my life. I'm not have too much respect. I'm not condemning them. Like I said, that's been around all our life. We can't change that. But if one tell me I feel like a woman in myself, I can't do nothing about that. But what I'm saying, if we raise our children from birth in a right environment, and don't separate ourselves from all these different denominations. I'm a religion, I'm food, I'm a Baptist, I'm a Methodist, I'm a Presbyterian, this is to keep the whole world confused. So nobody really have a belief, but there's some religions that don't change nothing. The Jews. They're deep in the Bible, not the New Testament. That's somebody else. In the New Testament from the Quran is just the Quran.
Allah spoke about the New Testament. He said that they took the right words from the right places and put them in the wrong places. They even replaced some of the events and things like that. Because they had somewhat of the knowledge first, not even the knowledge, the scriptures first. They actually, and they didn't have it first because they had it first after the prophet, taught it. These are the people who try to, convert it to something totally different and use it for their personal benefits.
But see, the wrong doing is people that colors symbol. If anybody would be hate color, should be those of us who was born in the 20s and 30s. Because what I went through in my days, I went through a lot of shit. But I think about the people that went through before I come along, because I be crying about that man sometimes, man. I say that was them. That's their destiny. But because my destiny has been so confusing so hard. I said, but damn, I can imagine what mom and dad was going through.
Yeah.
Remember what I told you?
I wouldn't be thinking about. I didn't. I really. I didn't. I guess have a fixated imagination for it. I only thought about your past and many nights I spent crying. Even now, like I don't cry off of, it's a fucked up thing. I'm gonna do this. I cry off of how confused we all were. I cry off of how Shaitan, how hard he worked, and I ain't gonna lie. As a person with understanding, I feel bad for him also. Not that he's picked on or misunderstood. No, he's not misunderstood. But any creature that can feel that disattached from their creator must be lost of all spiritual goods. And I can only imagine how I feel to have the knowledge, have the great teachings, to see the truth of what happened and still deny it. To the point you even ask all the way to the judgment day. Can you stay here? Can you be alive and do what you do until then? And it's like,
I remember the Honorable Elijah Muhammad always had a book in his hand. He had a Bible in one hand and the Quran in the other. He wasn't a profound reader, but his comprehension was good. But at a meeting one time, he said this about the Bible. The Bible is a good book if we could understand it. But it's not written for us to be understand. We have to remember we was not brought over to this country, this part of the world, to be
dragged. Yeah,
to be equal to nobody. So we're not we can't feel sorry for them ourselves, but I know how it is to be in a strange place. You don't understand the language. You don't understand anything. It's like being in the twilight zone. Now I came to that world in a different way. When I came to it, we didn't have to go to school. That's some shit. We didn't have to go to school when I was a boy. It wasn't a school for blacks. The first school came along in my hometown, Hartsville, was built by the blacks. Man, there's so many things people talking about history. I say, you reading history, but the Honorable told read our history. You want to change it, read your own history.
This shit was built by the. That's deep.
I was born
That's deep.
We call it Hooterville. It's a little place they carved that full in the river, making space, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as you make some space, they were looking, as soon as that space get hard in a couple of years, they start breaking that land up. But they weren't going to do that work, and they didn't have no money. Those crackers was poor we was. They needed people. That's where we come in.
Oh, wow.
People talk down about sharecropping, but many of us don't even know what sharecropping is. I would do this, I would run around, you wouldn't do anything. The most important thing in this world is food and water.
Yep.
You think clearly when you got food and water.
You could talk shit back to people.
You don't get no food and water, you just sit there down in bed.
Yeah.
You pee on your toe and I give you a biscuit. You pee on it gladly. Pee on both of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we put the food and water in our car. Long as we feeling good, we just matter, man. We get the science will give you this all the time. You ain't nothing, you know what I mean? Life is more important than everything, and we don't have nothing to do with that.
Definitely, man, Daddy, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what fucks my head up?
Everybody has responsibility, and that's what's responsible for time. That's all time do. Take in, take in. But when you play God among people who have not been studying or listening, God didn't give us 2 L's for nothing.